Hello everybody. This presentation is going to remind you the procedure for responsive reading. I gave you a survey and asked you what your preference would be if you would rather read The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, or if you would rather read a series of articles and just do regular responsive reading assignments with them. And the majority of people, in fact 100% of the people, said that they would rather do the articles. So we are going to do the articles, and you're going to be doing a responsive reading assignment with those articles. Now the responsive reading procedure is in your procedure packet as well, so you might want to stop this video, get out your procedure packet, and just make sure that everything looks the same and my expectations are the same. So go ahead and do that, and then I'll meet you on the next slide. Okay, so first of all, let's remind ourselves what the procedure is for responsive reading. So this is a procedure that goes through the different stages of reading, like the reading process, right? And so we start with before reading, where you're going to preview. And remember what preview means. It's just window shopping, looking through the text, noticing any text features, any pictures, any captions, any graphs, trying to get yourself centered about what this text will be about. And then you're going to write a prediction. Based on what you saw during your preview, you're going to write a prediction. And this prediction does not have to be formal. It can just be an annotation at the top of the page. That's just fine. So then you're going to predict what this text, whatever text it is going to be about. So you might want to use that sentence stem. I think this text will be about blank, right? And so that's what you're going to do. Then your brain is already predicting and ready to learn about what's going to happen in the text. So the next stage in the reading process is during reading. And you can see that that's right here, right? And so you're going to read, and as you read, you are going to be a reading monitor with yourself. So you're going to be paying attention to your metacognitive voice in your head, and you're going to be asking yourself questions like, am I understanding this? And making sure that you are understanding all the points that the author is making. So you're going to have that monitor going in your head the whole time. And as you go through and are monitoring your reading, you are going to annotate, which keeps track of that metacognitive thinking. And you're going to also keep track of connections that you are making, questions that you're asking, any opinions that come up as you're reading, any confusions, like what is this guy talking about, or what is this girl talking about, right? And any new learning that you think is interesting. And this annotation is going to be important in your after reading phase. So make sure you take really good annotations as you're reading. And yes, that will slow you down. And yes, that makes you mad. I understand that. But do it anyway. Okay? Then, of course, while you're reading, you're also circling the words that you don't know. And from those words, you are going to choose 5. For each assignment, you're going to choose 5. And you might have an assignment that has 2 articles. You still only have to do 5 words. And you're going to use the vocabulary worksheet, which is posted in week 11 in this folder, the responsive reading folder. So it's there for you. You're going to use that worksheet, and you're going to make sure that when you write down the word that you're choosing to learn more about, you're going to copy the whole sentence. So I have your context, the context of that word written down. Okay? Then you are going to make an inference or a guess at what you think the word means, and you're going to put that in the second column. Okay? And then you're going to look it up. You're going to look it up on your phone. You're going to look it up wherever you look up words. If you have a dictionary, great. You're going to read the definition, and you're going to compare the definition to the definition that you guessed. If it is the same, you're just going to put a star in the box that says actual definition. You do not have to recopy anything. You do not have to paraphrase. You just put a star because you've already done it. If it's wrong, if you guessed wrong, and you have to write that definition in the actual definition column, then you need to paraphrase, which means you need to put that definition in your own words so I know you understand it. Copying the dictionary definition does not guarantee that you understand what that word means. So you need to figure out the meaning of the word and paraphrase the definition in that third column. Okay? Then that's it. 5 words. Done. You're done with your during reading phase. The last stage of the reading process is after reading. And after reading, you're going to be writing a reflection paper. And let me remind you that reflection papers are all about what you think. You're elaborating on the author's ideas. So it's not a journal entry that you can write about whatever you want. You are writing about the ideas that the author has presented in the article, but it's what you think about all of those ideas. That's when you're going to go back to your annotations. You're going to look at your connections that you made. You're going to look at your opinions. You're going to look at your new learning, and you are going to form some conclusions based on those ideas, and you are going to write about what you're thinking. How is your thinking changing? How is this connecting to other things? What does this mean about the world? Okay, so you're going to write at least 300 words in order to receive credit for this assignment. You have to write at least 300 words of a reflection paper that elaborates on your ideas and connections that you've made. And you're going to use those ideas to make conclusions about the world, how society works, how schools work, how students work. Okay? So your big, broad opinions and conclusions are what I'm going to be looking for. That lets me know that you are doing a good job of thinking. Okay? So that is the responsive reading procedure. All right? So let's see what I have on my next slide here. So, how will this work? I will post an article in the responsive reading folder within the week, and this week is 11, right? Week 11 folders, or week 12 folder, or week, whatever week it is, there's going to be a folder within that folder called responsive reading. And that's where I'm going to post the article that you're going to read. Okay? You will follow the procedure that I just went through on the last slide. And then you will upload your work into the assignment folder. Okay, the assignment folder will also be within the responsive reading folder in the whatever week we're in folder. Okay, so it's all very neatly organized for you. Everything you need for your responsive reading assignment is going to be within the responsive reading folder within the week that you're in. Okay. And those, the assignment folder will be there, so you just need to click on it. It will take you right to the assignment folder, and you will upload your work there. So what I should be seeing is a reflection paper. I should be seeing your worksheet that you filled in that has your 5 vocabulary words. And I should be seeing either a scanned part of your article that you've annotated, or pictures that you've taken with your phone and uploaded into the assignment folder so I can see your annotations. Okay, so those are the 3 things, and you can do it right in the same assignment folder, and you're just going to upload all of those there. Okay, so that is how this assignment will work. All right, so here's the other thing that I want to warn you about, is that I will be looking for text-to-text connections and text-to-world connections, because I have chosen articles that relate to our class. So all of those things that we read before this online environment happened, they're all fair game. And so I will expect to see connections made to the articles that we've already read in class and to the articles that I'm posting currently in these next couple of weeks they will all relate to our class. So I will expect to see those text-to-text connections, and I will expect you to be making those text-to-world connections and generalizing to the world in your reflection papers. Okay? And I'm going to show you this last point on this slide, and I'm going to read it to you. These assignments will help me see your close reading skills and your critical thinking skills. Those are the two things that are super important for this class. Those are the two things that you are going to need as you move through the other classes, as you move through your time in college. Professors want you to read closely what they want you to read, and they want you to use your critical thinking skills in order to learn more and to make those conclusions about the world based on what you're reading. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. And now, if you have any questions about this, you know how to email me, or you can set up a Zoom appointment with me. And just remember, if you want to meet with me in Zoom, you need to email me and set up an appointment. I don't just stay in the Zoom room 24 hours a day waiting for people to pop in. So you need to make sure to set up an appointment with me. Okay? All right. So that's that. That's this assignment. It should be pretty straightforward. You've done it before, but I just wanted to give you a refresher. It's been a while. All right. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next presentation.